Hey YouTube, welcome back. Today we'll continue our journey in fixing Leetcode problems. Today we have the second solution for longest common prefix. We want to write a function to find the longest common prefix strings amongst an array of strings. If there is no common prefix, we should return an empty string. We have this strings array as an input, and we should return the common longest common prefix is FL, because as you can see, is FL is there on all the other strings. In this video, in this solution, we try to make one of the most obvious solutions, which is to compare each string character by character with all the other strings. And it's basically it's as easy as it is, it might not be the best solution, but we start with it. Let me start with this one. So what we do is if the strings, first I want to say if the strings equals null, or strings the length equals 0. That means there is no strings to loop through, so we return an empty string. Okay, after that I will make a for loop, and I will say let I equals 0, I less than strings of 0 dot length, because you don't have to loop more than, like, we don't have to loop more than 5 times or something like that, because the prefix is smaller or equal to any character, any string in the strings array. And I will say I plus plus. Okay, so const c equals strings of 0 dot character at I, and I'll make another loop. Here we're trying to get each character, so the character it will be strings 0 at character I, and I'm trying to find the prefix. So first I want to compare, I will make another loop. I will have j, and j will equals 1, because we already have the first string. And I would say j equals 1, and j should be less than strings the length, and j plus plus. And I'll say if I equals strings of j the length, or strings of j the character character at I doesn't equal the actual character that we are trying to see, we're looking for. If that was the case, we return strings of 0 dot substring from 0 to I, and otherwise we return strings of 0. Let's try to describe this as a solution. So first we check if we have the empty array. Initially, the function checks if the array, if the input array strings is null or empty. If so, it returns an empty string, since there is no common prefix to find. After that, we want to do a character by character compression. So So first we have the outer loop. The outer loop iterates through each character of the first strings of 0. This strings acts as the initial candidate for the longest prefix, and after that we have the character at each position I is stored in C. Okay, because if we use this one 0 the character, it will not look good. It will be really easy, hard to understand the code. After that, we have the comparison with the other strings, which is the inner loop. So for each character C at position I in the first string, the inner loop compares it with the character at the same position in all other strings. For example, we have strings of J, for example, strings of J character at I, something example like that. As I said, for all the other strings, if the position of I reaches the end of any other string, like if position of I reach the end, like I equals strings of J dot length, if that happened, reaches the end, or if the character C does not match the character at the same position in any other string, it means that the common prefix ends before the current character I. Thus, the function returns the substring for the first string up to I. In terms of the full prefix match, if the loop completes without returning anything, it indicates that the entire first string is a common prefix to all other strings. Therefore, the function returns the first string as a longest common prefix. This is what we do here. I would say this is a naive solution because we do two loops. Let's just submit. I guess I will get. I got an error. Why? If I equals strings of J the length, what was the problem? Type or can't read ling. What? I guess I did type length not in the right way. Let's submit again. Okay, it's still not right. Why? Let's see. We have let J equals 1. Oh. Wait a minute. J not I. That was my mistake. Okay, so we repeat 80%. Okay. And in the upcoming videos, we try to make other solutions. But it's important to submit the code because I will not submit the code. I will assume it was working, and this is not right. So this is how the code works, and this is how the function works in action. So yeah, that's it for today's video, and I hope you like my content. If you like my content, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll never miss a video, and see you in future problem.